This episode is supported by Ring, because at the end of the day, your home is your sanctuary. And with Ring, it's protected. Whether you're across the house or across the country, keeping an eye on things shouldn't be a mystery. With the battery doorbell, you can keep track of your packages and see more of what's happening at your front door in real time. If you want to make sure your yard is safe at night, the Outdoor Cam Plus delivers a wide field of view and enhanced video clarity with Retinal 2K video. And for the ultimate in detail, you can upgrade to 4K cameras and doorbells featuring Retinal Vision. It gives you ultra-clear footage that actually lets you zoom in without losing those important details. The Ring system is helpful every single day. Like a lot of us, most of our shopping is done online. There's a certain peace of mind that comes with knowing exactly when a package arrives while you're busy at work or running errands. It's not just about the technology. It's about the relief of knowing your home is secure. It's incredibly easy to set up, and it gives you that extra layer of protection for what matters most. Your door, your yard, your home, your peace of mind. With Ring, it's protected. Shop cameras, doorbells, and more right now at ring.com.
Secrets to success? No thanks. I'm Sally Christensen, and this is Work Friends, a podcast from Argent, a women's workwear brand. I sit down with the most remarkable women we know to share upfront and unfiltered career stories, the good, the bad, and the unapologetically ambitious. Because when you're among work friends, nothing's off the table. Listen and follow on all podcast platforms and subscribe to the Argent YouTube channel for video episodes. Plus, follow us on Instagram at Argent for all the latest.
Brews and Banter.
Hi, Frank.
I love you.
Aw, you're so nice. First time.
No, that's not the first time today. Yeah.
Love me or Yvonne?
Both, yes.
Both. Ah,
yes.
Thank you.
The answer is yes.
Yvonne, welcome to the studio.
Thank you so much for having
welcome
me.
to the podcast.
Yeah,
It's
I'm excited.
First time, right? Have
Yes.
you done any other podcasts before?
I have done several.
Excellent. So you're
Yeah.
a professional. You know what you do. Introduce yourself and we'll jump in.
Well,
from there.
my name is Yvonne Conte. I grew up in this area. I currently live in Baldwinsville, and I love this little town.
Oh.
I am a keynote speaker for major corporations across the United States and Canada, and I've written 9 books. But this book, Behind Her Smile, is the first time I actually wrote about myself.
Okay.
My other books are business related because my topic is humor and how it affects us.
Okay.
So, they're kind of books I sell at my conferences.
Mhm.
This,
we will get into those as well.
yeah,
I do want to know more about it.
This is,
But so this one's all about you.
it is.
I mean, look at the similarity, though, right?
Yeah.
Ooh,
So,
yeah,
and it's from your childhood to
present day.
present day.
Yes, it actually starts with my mother's childhood because I had a lot of friction with my mother growing up. I was a horrible child,
Mhm.
and it's because I didn't really understand what she was going through, and she kept it all inside. I didn't know until I was in my 50s what she had been going through. So that's
Really?
what this is about.
What you put her through or
No,
Okay.
no.
Yeah,
what
so you were
she-
just like icing on that cake.
Yeah, I made it worse,
Yeah.
and I hated myself for it.
Sure.
The book, if you had to put it in a nutshell, is about not judging people
Mhm.
because you don't know what they've been through
100%.
and being able to forgive others, but also to forgive yourself
Mm-hmm.
because I punished myself for how horrible I was as a kid.
Yeah.
And the funny thing was, she forgave me long before I had to forgive myself.
Mhm.
It's interesting.
my mom grew up with 4 sons.
Oh boy, she had
So-
her hands full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was a jerk. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Who was, he said. Yeah.
I think I've gotten my mom mad to the point where her blood was probably boiling.
Oh, well, I was terrible. I mean, I would say such horrible things to her that she would cry.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was a horrible kid, but honestly, I was only horrible because I desperately wanted her to pay attention to me. I had a sister that was very sick. My father was an invalid. My mother was packed with stuff she had to do. But as a kid, I'm like, well, what about me?
Right.
Mhm.
You're ignoring me because I'm healthy,
Yeah, and you don't know responsibility when you're a kid that age, right? You wouldn't know all this outside
No.
stuff that adults are dealing with.
No,
Yeah.
and really, she was dealing with a lot.
Yeah.
Do you have other siblings?
I have 3 half brothers
Okay.
and 3 sisters.
Okay.
2 of my brothers, 1 of my sisters have already passed, but
Mm.
yeah.
Okay. And so growing up, can we say around what time?
Okay, I was born in 51.
Okay.
Oh, he was like at you might like 2 or 3 p.m., right?
Yeah.
4:31.
A twinkle in the eye.
4:31
Nice,
p.m.
yeah, good.
On a Thursday. So, yeah. And then my mother, she first held me, she had names picked out, but when she looked at me, she said, none of those names are going to work.
Mhm.
So for 11 days, I had no name. They sent me home as Baby Conte. Yeah.
No first name.
No first name. And then she found my name. She was in a hair salon. And back in those days, they had these pictures of women with hairstyles. And it would be the Jacqueline Lee. And the hairstyles were all named. And this one hairstyle that she liked was named Yvonne Francine. She goes, well, that's a nice name. I was named after a hairstyle.
Is your middle name Francine?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yvonne
Francine.
okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can figure out how we want to talk about this, but do we want to talk about the email synopsis you kind of gave me, or do you want to?
You lead this. I'll follow.
Let me read this, all right? And then we can just yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'll paraphrase.
Yeah, that's fine.
So it was an email that you sent. So we have pretty good memories, but there was a lot here. So I wanted to keep this so that we can kind of touch on some things.
Okay.
But basically we're talking about today, and then you're going to come here, and then the kind of overall synopsis here is that you were a product of the 60s.
Yep.
You ran away from home 3 times.
Correct.
And at age 14, you made it all the way to Terre Haute, right?
Terre Haute, Indiana.
Yeah, Terre Haute. Before you got arrested for hitchhiking.
Yep.
You were on your way to San Francisco.
Yep.
And Haight-Ashbury?
Yeah, I was in New York for 3 months in a building that was condemned, and it was getting cold and there was no heat. So I thought, well, the only logical thing to do is hitchhike to Haight-Ashbury because it's nice and warm in San Francisco.
Yeah. Of course, right. See, you're intelligent too, right?
Yeah.
You don't put that in here, but we know you are. It's you said you were expelled from a school you didn't even attend.
That's true. Nottingham.
I went to 12 different schools from K-12, and it took me 14 years for me to finally graduate.
Yep.
So you lived in a condemned building you mentioned. You survived while panhandling, right?
That's how I survived, by begging.
And then you decided to hitchhike to California.
Yep.
Through all that, you've had some children we'll talk about.
Okay.
And there's some accolades here that you're proud of with them.
Yeah, of course.
And then in their local, or one of them is, right?
One is,
yep.
yeah.
And then, and then you already touched on sort of what the book's about and how you can sort of, you always see what you get, right?
Yeah.
Or
and all of these stories are in the book. The thing of it is, this book there's a serious reason for that book, and it's to help people to learn to be forgiving and not to be so judgmental. And it took me 5 years to write it. And in those 5 years, I healed a part of me that was really, really broken. I used humor to hide that pain. And humor became my lifelong business, my career, and who I am and what I'm all about. It's interesting how that happened. But because I was a stand-up comic for 7 years before I became a speaker, it's funny. The book is funny.
Sure.
Even though it's serious stuff, there's a lot of laughs in there.
Just before you said you were a stand-up comic, as you were saying the comedy, the laughter,
Yeah.
I thought of someone that is a stand-up comedian, and I'm going to bring it up later.
Okay.
And what she is doing with grief and comedy. And I'll bring that up. But let's just go back to when you were little and you ran away from home.
Okay.
And you ran away multiple times.
I did. Well, the first time.
What happened? Like, why?
Okay. I was in boarding school in Pennsylvania. First, they sent me there, try to straighten me out. It was an all-girls Catholic boarding school. And
those things never work, by the way.
No, they don't, because there's two kinds of girls in those schools. One are the girls that want to become a nun, and 2, the girls that their mothers could not control. So I hooked up with the girls that their mothers could not control, and we used to sneak out the piano windows on the first floor, stick a book in there, and go down and goof off with the kids in town. But somebody closed the window and locked it, so we had to ring the doorbell. The nuns came. I got expelled. So my father comes to school. I forgot what you asked me. I think I got off track. Oh, why I ran away.
Yeah.
So one of the best friends I made there was Peggy O'Neill. And Peggy called me one time and she said, have you ever run away from home? And I said, well, no, but I'm open to anything. What do you want to do? She goes, I've always wanted to see New York. I said, okay, great. So she lived in Binghamton, and she took a bus to Syracuse and met me at the bus station, and we got on the bus and took the bus to New York City at 13.
Back when it was normal.
Well, I don't know if that was normal even back then, but we did, but we were so inexperienced, and her parents owned a restaurant. She had one suitcase full of submarine sandwiches and chips and stuff like that. I had a guitar, and that was it, We stayed at a YMCA, and we were afraid to leave the room, so we just counted yellow cabs, and then we went back the next day. So that was like the first excursion. And then one of my friends from Fayetteville had an abusive situation at home. And she called crying one day and said, look, I know you ran away before. Can you help me? I need to get out of here. And so I said, I don't know. It's the New York State Fair is coming up. I've never missed a fair, And so we talked about it. She said, I'm leaving with you or without you. So the two of us went to New York. And we ended up in the Village, which back then, East 10th Street was where all the hippies were. And oh my goodness, I fell in love with this place. Music was on every corner, and people were sitting with their guitars, and there were free stores where you could go in and just try on clothes and walk out with them. It was just a wonderful place to be. And there were a lot of people that were a bit older than me, of course, and they were into politics, which I was not into at that time. And so I learned a lot from them. They would stand up and talk about certain things that were important. So it was just a world I was excited about because I'd seen it in Look magazine and I wanted to see it in person. And here I was,
Still at 14 years old or that range? Or
at
15?
that point, I was probably 14 or 15. Maybe 15. By the time I got arrested, I was 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. So you made that milestone.
Yeah.
You made it to 15, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, I never ran away from home because I didn't like my home. I ran away from home because I wanted to see something. Right. I wanted to learn. I was very curious as a youngster. I just wanted to see things that my parents would never allow me to see. They were very strict Italian people. I never got to go to parties unless I would jump out the window and go, but I never went with their blessing.
Yep.
Yeah. But I always went when I wanted to go. I went.
The curiosity was the drive.
Yeah. I saw Haight-Ashbury in Look magazine. I saw East 10th Street in Look magazine. I wanted to experience it, and I did. And I was in New York for 3 months, and then we hitchhiked with truckers. Can you imagine that I'm still alive?
Right. Yeah.
When I think about that now, I think, was I so ugly that no trucker even wanted me? How could that possibly have happened?
Not true, by the way. If you look at the pictures in the book.
Yeah.
That's not true.
How sweet you are.
Yeah, I looked.
But it's definitely a different world now with...
Well, of course. Yeah. If my daughter did what...
Oh, yeah.
Even a tenth of what I did, I would have been a nervous wreck.
Sure.
Yeah. So
you ran... That's how many times you ran away?
There was another time.
That's twice. And then... and then I went to Philadelphia. But I only went... and we went to Asbury Park first. I wanted to see the shore. And we don't stay long. We came back. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But again, it wasn't because... Oh, here's the thing that really got me, though. When I went with my friend from Fayetteville... Her parents put out a 13th state alarm looking for her. My parents did not report me missing.
Oh.
Okay. Well, how does that do to a kid?
Right.
Come on.
They're like, she'll get hungry. She'll come back.
No, they're like, where's Yvonne? Oh, she's a visit her grandmother in Pennsylvania. She'll be back.
Right, yeah. So when you first got arrested, what was that for?
Hitchhiking.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we were almost to Terre Haute, Indiana. We were on an off ramp. We had our thumbs out. The cop stops us. There was two of us. I hooked up with this other girl along the way. Her name was Kara. She was from Hershey, Pennsylvania. Smelled like a chocolate bar. And she really did.
Could be worse.
And we both got put in jail. They they took us down in the basement, and some woman gave us a bath. That was really awful.
Sure.
And then they put these outfits on us, and we were in separate cells, and they kept trying to get us to tell us who we were and this and that. And I said, they can't keep us here forever. What the hell? They're not going to keep us here till we're old and gray.
Yeah.
They got to let us go. Don't tell them anything.
Yeah.
But she caved, and she told him, and her father came. But I got to tell you, when her father came to get her, she had told me all along that she left home because her father was kind of a snake, and he always had a lot of sleazy girls around and all that. And I thought, it can't be that bad. No parent would be like that to their kids, you know? And when he came to pick her up, I almost cried because he looked sleazy and he had this bouton with him.
And this was at what age?
I was probably 14.
Yeah.
15,
I mean, to recognize that at that age?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, nailed it, right?
I saw that,
Yeah.
and I thought, oh, I have no right leaving home. I have such a good home, you know. I don't get along with my mother, but what 15-year-old kid does,
right.
you know? So then I finally told who I was, but I said, don't call my father. Let me call my father, because if you call him and say, I have your daughter and she's in jail, he'll have a heart attack. And he's got heart trouble. So let me tell him, okay, no problem. We're just going to check your ID. They didn't. They called him. I never got to call him. So that upset me. But Daddy came, and it was a situation where the first floor was where they had their desks, and then you went up the stairs, and 3 cells overlooked this office. So I was up there, Daddy! and he went like this. Oh, God, you know, and I felt so bad, but I just couldn't wait to hug him. I missed him so much.
Was the ride home quiet?
We flew home, and he talked to me. He said, you got to be nicer to your mother. She's going through a lot. You, for me, please, for me, be nice to your mother. He just begged me. And I thought, why? She's so mean, this and that, you know. But yeah, I could see, now that I know, and I don't want to tell the big secret because it would ruin it for the reader. But now that I understand what she was going through, I now understand what my father was trying to do, you know?
But you also learned a little bit about how much you appreciated home after seeing this other girl's father pick her up. So there's a little bit of...
There's a little bit, yeah. I, you know, when my publicist persuaded me to write this, I said, what am I going to write? I'm going to write a memoir. I've never been raped. There's no drunks in our family. Nobody ever got, you know, arrested for murder. There's nothing. What am I going to talk about? There's no drug abuse, you know? And he goes, you'll think of something, you know?
Plus
was he Italian?
Yeah.
He was,
Plus it's tough to write when you're Italian because you use your hands for everything.
Oh my gosh, yeah. As you can see. As you can see, yeah.
That's funny. Sounds like an Italian. You'll think of something.
You'll think of something, yeah. And I originally I was going to write something else altogether. I was upset with a family member who mistreated another family member, so I was going to expose, you know. And I started writing it, and immediately I thought, no, what good is that?
Yeah.
What
You're
good
writing
is that?
through anger.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
So I kind of worked through that anger, and I just started journaling. And oh my goodness, I'm telling you, 5 years, if I never sell a book, it was still worth writing that book because it changed me completely. My daughter said, Ma, you're a different person than you were 5 years ago.
After writing it.
Is this the most recent publication of yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
It just came out.
Yeah, okay.
And it's, I feel at peace. I feel at peace with my parents, with the way that my life was. I feel at peace with all the terrible things I did. I feel at peace with how things ended. It's just it's an amazing thing to be able to write from your heart for 5 years.
Yeah.
You won't believe what you uncover.
And to keep coming back to finish it.
Yeah. Every morning I wrote. I wrote for 3 hours every morning.
It's amazing.
5
You
years.
found
Wow.
peace with it. That's important.
Big
That
time.
part, because to go through so many years, and I don't know what you felt, guilt, anger,
I felt invisible.
mix of emotions, invisible, and then to have that book be like the gate to finding that peace.
Peace. Yeah.
I can see how it could change a person.
As a young person, and even into my, well, up until 50, till I found out the secrets of the family.
Last year.
Yeah. I felt invisible in front of my mother. I felt like she really didn't see me. She didn't know me. I felt invisible.
Is your mom still around?
My mom passed away in 2019, and
Okay.
it was after I found out.
Okay.
But since she kept this secret and took it to the grave with her, I didn't feel it was my place to stir it up for her.
Yep.
And she was 94 when she passed, so what's the point, you know?
Right.
I didn't need to discuss it with her. I understood it, finally.
Yeah.
So all I wanted to do once I found the truth was be good to my mother.
Right.
And I feel like I was for...
And you don't know where she has been with it. So by bringing it back up,
it would only upset her.
Right.
Yeah.
And you already understood it anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I didn't need to. But I found this pillow after I had finished the manuscript. I found this pillow in the store. It was around Mother's Day, and it said, "Mothers are like buttons. They hold everything together." And I bought the pillow because that is the truth. It was my mother who held this family together all those years. I always admired my dad and thought he was the cat's meow, and he was, but it was my mother who did the work behind the scenes and never got the credit.
My mom too.
So
And never claimed it, never wanted it, right?
Never did.
Right.
So I bought her this, and of course it was in a bag, and she goes, "Oh, what are you going to make this for me? I don't need nothing." So I pull it out, and she reads it, and she goes, "Mothers are like buttons." And she went,
Aw.
Yeah. Nice.
and she looked at me, and I almost cried because I'm like, she gets it.
Yeah.
She gets it that I know, you know?
Like she
that's great.
realized.
Yeah.
Gonna make me
Yeah.
cry. Stop it.
I'm sorry. Say something funny, quick.
Well, on the funny though, you mentioned you were a stand-up comedian.
Yes.
What did you choose that
No.
in a younger age, or that just happened?
I was the comic
'Cause
of
you've
the...
done like construction.
I've done so much, honestly. I think I've had more jobs than anyone. I can't imagine another person that's had more jobs than me.
Can I do a small spoiler?
Tell me.
Not Roman about the book?
It's in a book, but I'm only going to describe a photo. There's a badass photo of you with a cigarette at a construction
okay.
site.
Wait, are you sure it's a cigarette? Because this was probably in the 70s.
No, it was a
Okay,
cigarette.
just
Yeah.
checking.
Yeah. Did you want to show it?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We can, let's see.
Yeah. That's what I was. I was a card-carrying union carpenter for several years. That's how
Card carrying? What is it?
I was a union
member.
I was
Oh,
a
like
union.
registered.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Card carrying meaning like you're registered.
I had a union
Okay.
card. Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to apprenticeship for 4 years, and well, actually, I went longer than 4 years. It's supposed to be 4 years, but because I was a woman, they made me go longer.
Really?
Yeah, I was the first female carpenter in the state of Tennessee. I was living in Tennessee at the time.
Oh, great.
And then I transferred up when I got my card and came back to Syracuse.
I'm trying to find that photo. Sorry.
Yeah. Want me to find it?
Yeah, you probably know.
Yeah,
better.
I can find it. Okay, it's before.
I saw it today.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
looking at it. I was like kind of skim reading it. But I promise, by the way, that I will go back and read this entire book.
Okay, I'd love. And
I'm super keen. And I apologize, I haven't had a chance.
That's
to,
all right.
To
It's
read
probably
it
better that
before
you
you came.
Yeah.
But we'll take a photo. We'll put it up on.
Yeah.
But there's a photo right there.
Roman's
How cool is that?
I know.
You probably got one of these too, right?
Were you a carpenter?
So I'm in the construction industry.
Are you? What do
Yeah.
you do?
So I have a remodeling construction business.
Okay.
A residential commercial. I
Oh.
have a property management, and I'm a realtor.
My goodness, and a podcaster.
Yeah, this is for fun.
This is for
This
fun.
is the relief.
So you're busy.
This is our
busy,
cigarette.
busy. This is
That's what we do.
After work, and I come here.
Oh,
Cigars.
my
We'll do
God.
cigars.
Yeah. Well, this is
Yeah.
a good thing to
But
do.
so you've done all sorts. Give us 3 to 5 most exciting jobs you've done.
Okay, being a speaker
Mm-hmm.
about comedy, about laughter and joy is the best thing I ever did in my life, because I know people are going to walk out of there and they're going to think about their lives. It's sold under the guise, oh, you're going to laugh for an hour, and they do.
Mm-hmm.
But they walk out of there and they think about their families. They think about things that are important in life. And what makes us really happy people is not money, and it's not status, and it's not the biggest car, and it's not plastering things all over Facebook and all of that to look good. What makes a person truly happy inside is seeing their children and spending time with them and sitting down around the table and having dinner together and laughing together and enjoying a life together, building a life together. That's number one. And believe it or not, they pay me a lot of money to go say that to corporate groups, which you wouldn't think, Well,
it's like laugh with a lesson, right?
Well, but think about it. If you had to hire 5 people for your construction business, would you prefer to hire 10 people who have worked in the business and know the business really well, but they have miserable home lives? Or maybe 10 people that didn't really know too much, but they were trainable, but they were very happy people?
Right.
Yeah, we
Come
want
on.
someone happy because you can teach the skill.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But a miserable person that does not know how to fill their heart with joy,
well, drains everybody else also.
It
Well, I
does.
think why you're being hired for that is they are so caught up with their work, and their focus and concentration is on making this money, being productive, making my boss happy, whatever. They forget that part of the life.
They do. And they need
you
to
are
be
the reminder.
They need to be reminded because happier people are just more productive.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah.
So
that's why people say, what you do for a living, love what you do for a living.
Yeah.
You know,
My father told me that years ago. He said, when you decide to go to work, find something where you can see how what you do helps someone else. And then you'll find the job that you love. And I've had a million different jobs, but mostly the jobs I had were because I needed to support my children and I didn't have an education. And so I was working minimum wage jobs all the time, and it was terrible. And I was in Tennessee, and I wanted to get out of there and come back home, but I had no money. And I was working at a Merle Norman cosmetics store as a makeup artist for rich people, painting their faces and making them spend all that money on nothing. Hey, this ain't going to help you, honey. Take a nap. That might help you.
You're still going to wake up without that makeup on, right?
Right.
What you go to bed with is not what you wake up with. Yeah.
I was like, oh, honey, you look so nice. That color's so good on you.
And then followed with a bless your heart.
Oh, my God, bless your heart,
This
honey.
isn't going to help you.
Yeah, please. I can't. Anyway, that's me, Bonnie. What's wrong with you? So, but I wasn't, I still was short at the end of every month, and I had these 2 children, and so I was crying one day at work, and my boss at Merle Norman said, I read something in the paper the other day about they're teaching women to be in construction, to be construction workers. I'm 5'2". At the time, I was like 105 pounds. Construction work, please, And she said, well, you can wave a flag. I said, oh, that's construction? She goes, yeah. She says, go down there. They pay you a certain amount. They paid $158 a week. I'll never forget it. Plus, you got food stamps. And you got insurance. I hadn't had insurance in years.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh my gosh. So I went down and I applied, but I went down in a business suit, all dolled up. And everybody in the room looked like they were ready to kill me. They looked like they might have a knife in their pocket. They looked terrible. What I realized was this was a program to get people off of welfare. I wasn't on welfare, but I could have been, So originally the lady said, well, you don't qualify. You're poor enough, but you went to beauty school. You can do hair. I go, oh no, I was terrible. I ruined people's hair.
Yeah.
I had to quit. I was awful.
All my clients are bald.
Oh, right. That's true. I was terrible. I mean, I would cut someone's hair and the hairdresser in the next one would go, so I had to give that up. But anyway, she said, you don't qualify. But then I went home and I was so depressed. The phone rang and it was this woman. And she said, we've lost your application. We'd like you to come in and reapply. And I said, what good would it do, honey? Remember, I didn't qualify. She goes, I know. Maybe you could leave that out next time. So I went back. I applied. I left it out. And she got me in the program. And I learned how to be a carpenter. And
how long did you do that?
That was a 9-month program where you worked with all of the trades. You learned about plumbing, about, electrical, all the different, yes, everything. And then we were taught by union guys. And what we did is we went to a different place every day. Like we'd go to the YMCA and paint a wall. We'd go to the college and put a roof on a college, area. It was a boating thing, so every day that we went out to work, we went to different sites and hands-on learned. Mm-hmm. And then we chose a union to apply to. And I applied to the carpenter's local because I thought I could learn to make furniture. What I learned how to do is hang sheetrock and pour concrete. Well, not build the forms for concrete for like
footers and stuff.
Yeah, for like bridges and stuff like that. So I never learned how to make furniture, but it got me. It was wonderful. I could send my kids to the doctors. I could get them
That's important.
Yeah, they could go to the dentist. It was a blessing.
Just out of curiosity, being in the construction industry today on the job site, there's all kinds of ball busting going on.
Oh, yeah.
Was it like that back then as well?
Okay. Let me just say this.
Yeah.
When I worked in Tennessee, they did horrible things to me. They took my jean jacket and they put a 2x4 through the sleeves, and they put a numerous amount of nails in the 2x4s. It took me an hour, to get it off so I could go home and, that sort of thing. I had my lunch pail. They Hilti gunned it to the concrete. You know what a Hilti gun is?
Yeah.
They Hilti gunned it to the concrete and then put my food back in it. So when I went to pull it, I fell on my butt, and they all, hey, they always went in my lunch and ate all my cookies and stuff like that. So they did a lot of really awful things, put like snakes in my toolbox and stuff like that. So I thought, I'm getting them. I don't care.
You have to get them back.
Because the worst thing they did was, we were in a 10-story building in Chattanooga, Tennessee. We were building a TVA computer center, and I was on the 10th floor. They used to take the outhouse and set it up on the 10th floor. And then they would take it down with a crane to clean it and all. Whenever I went in there, I had to, what was it? I had to take my crowbar with me because they would nail me in.
I see.
They would lock me in. And so I always took it with me so I could get out. But this time, not only did they lock me in, they hooked it to the crane and took me off the building. Oh my gosh, I can't believe all these years later it still upsets me.
Well, that's very dangerous, yeah.
That's scary.
Well, not only that, I had mess on me everywhere. It was terrible. And so when I went home that day, I said to my neighbor, I said, I can't go back. I can't deal with this anymore. I just can't. And she said, oh, yes, you can. She said, we're going to make sure they understand who they're messing with. So that night, we baked 2 great big huge sheet cakes, chocolate cakes, filled with chocolate X-Lax. They had to close the job the next day.
I was thinking about this. You're talking about your lunch pail. I would have completely filled it with used feminine products.
Oh, yeah. Gosh.
Exactly. I mean, you got to give it back to them because they're never going to stop.
But you see, at that time in my life, I was just...
I know you needed it too.
I needed it desperately, but I was also shy. People don't understand. Because I'm a speaker, because I was a comedian, because I ran away and did all these other... They don't think of me as shy. But I did not speak up for myself a lot back then, I used comedy as a way to connect with people because I didn't know how to connect with them any other way. So,
but you found a way, right?
Yeah.
At least you found a way.
Now, Well, that was the way. That was the way. Yeah. I will say my mother used to, we would watch Ed Sullivan and stuff like that, and after it was turned off, I would imitate everyone that was on the, Eddie, kiss me goodnight, all kinds of stuff, And my mother just loved it. She loved it. So the only thing I could do to get her attention was be funny. Yeah. That's why it started that way. But you asked me how I became a comedian.
And I didn't mean to upset you, by the way.
I didn't okay. I've never talked about that. Okay. And I didn't put that in the book. Isn't that funny? I didn't put it.
Well, we got more moonshine if you need it. There's still some left there.
Bonus.
Yeah. Right, yeah, absolutely.
For sure. Oh! That is something. So you asked me how I became a comedian. It was not, I never thought that could be a job, you know. I was selling telephone systems for TelPlus Communications. That's how I supported my children once I came back to Syracuse. And the company was purchased by Siemens Corporation, and they moved the whole operation to Boca, Florida. And my daughter and son were in high school. I had just bought a new home, and, you know, my roots were here, and I thought, oh, I'll get another job. But it was at a time when we were in a recession. Nobody was hiring salespeople, and I had no other skills. And I was in tears one day, and I was at the kitchen table, and I thought, what am I going to do? I got to support my kids. And my son, Johnny, was about 16, and, oh, Mommy, what's going on? I told him, I said, I don't know what I want to do with my life, John. I would like to go to work somewhere where I could enjoy it. And sales is the only thing I know, and it's just selling products. It's not, you know. And he goes, you know, Mom, you should be a comedian. I said, oh, Johnny. And he goes, no, Ma, you're really funny. You should do that because then you would enjoy work. And I'm thinking, okay, just go to your room. You know what I mean? How do you become a comedian, you know, from Syracuse, you know? So that week I had to go visit my investment counselor because I needed to know where I stood. How long can I survive? And he said, you got to get a job. You got a lot of money going out. You got no money coming in. You got to do something. I said, what am I going to do? I have no skills. He goes, well, you're pretty funny. Did you ever think about doing stand-up? I said, oh my gosh, my son said that, you know? So he goes, yeah, you're pretty funny. He goes, just a minute. Maybe I can help you with that. He turns around, picks up the phone, and calls Bruno Sharippa, who owned Wise Guys Comedy Club on Bruce Street and down on the boulevard. I had never heard of him. And he's talking to him, and he goes, what are you doing Wednesday night? And I said, nothing. He goes, all right, she'll be there. Okay, great, goodbye. And he hangs up. He goes, I got you a spot on Wednesday night. I said, a spot of what? He goes, a spot on the stage. I said, doing what? He goes, stand-up comedy. I said, I don't know how to do stand-up comedy. He said, just tell your stories. You come in here every week with a funny story. Just tell your stories. Yeah. So I wrote a 1-hour talk with all my funny stories. And when I got there, Bruno says, you got 5 minutes. I go, till I go on? He goes, no, you got 5 minutes. And then we're going to hook you.
Go be funny.
Yeah, go be funny. So I had to reduce that hour to my 5 best minutes. But that, quite honestly, is the best thing you can do. Because when you are doing stand-up, you have to condense. The best thing I can say if anyone wants to be a comedian is to minimize everything. Like, write out your funny story and then take out every word that is not necessary. And then you'll find it's so much better, you know, to be concise and to just hit it, you know. And so I got a standing ovation the first night I went out. Wow. And that just did it for me. I have to say that the laughter that I got from the audience that first night, it's the same that I get from my audiences now. It's like a warm hug. It's like, oh my God, they get me. They see me. They understand me. You know?
But it also brings back some of what you experienced with your mom.
It's all from my childhood. It is.
Why I wanted to bring this entire conversation to this point is I mentioned earlier the whole like bringing comedy into life, to putting light to things, right? And I mentioned someone. So you know who Jessimae Peluso is?
I don't.
Okay, so
Jessimae Peluso.
She's a stand-up comedian from Syracuse.
Sounds like an Italian last name to me.
She is. Yeah, Peluso.
I think she is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I saw her live here.
Okay.
In Syracuse, and she is so funny. She is so like animated.
But she's got roots here, right? She wasn't just visiting.
Yeah. She's from here.
She's from here.
She's from here.
Okay.
She lives California now.
Oh, wow.
I think, and some of her comedy. So she also has a podcast, and she supports this organization that's run by Seth Rogen. It's called Hilarity for Charity or Charity for Hilarity.
I know.
You're familiar?
Yeah.
It has something to do with dementia, Alzheimer's. Yeah.
Yes.
And so Jessimae Peluso during her show was talking about Alzheimer's and struggles and how you got to kind of add comedy to that.
Absolutely.
You know? And to deal with grief,
Yep.
So comedy and grief.
Yeah.
So this is like what her podcast is about.
Oh, wow.
And some of her show stand-up that she does.
Yeah.
And, I've lost my grandmother. She dealt with the same disease. So, and, I support the movement. I've donated whenever I can. And we reached out to Jessamine, and hopefully things work out and we'll have her on her.
Oh, that would be so great.
But I thought of her immediately when you were talking about adding comedy to deal with things in life.
Yeah. It saved me.
Yeah.
It saved my life.
Yeah. And I think what she's doing is great. And are you still performing?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
comedy? You still?
Not as a stand-up.
Okay.
Well, I am a keynote speaker. I'm funny for an hour, but I have a mission.
Yeah, I see. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So, but there's humor included in
of
that.
course.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I could have seen you. You want to do another comedy stand-up?
let's make a phone call.
Let's call this guy.
We'll tell you got 2 hours and you only got 3 minutes.
You have to come hear me speak one time.
Yeah.
Listen, there's some of my jokes, I laugh harder than anybody because they're so, to me, they're so funny. I have one about, I'm a divorced woman. I didn't want to be divorced. I would have rather been a widow, but he fought me on that too. I love that. My kids aren't crazy about it, but I love it.
We got dirty jokes. I got all kinds of dirty jokes.
Yeah.
Just weird stuff.
That's good. I know, right?
Yeah.
To me, that's just hysterical. And, I talk a lot about, I talk a lot about my Italian heritage. And I'll say, I come from a very large Italian family. I have 9 sisters. Well, 3 really, but then that one's got 6 personalities. You never know who's coming, So things like that.
Yeah.
And I get into a story. I use some of my stand-up to get into the stories.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think you'd be great like voiceovers.
I used to do voiceovers.
Did you? Yeah, I think you'd be great like a cartoon character or something.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, well, no, I never did that.
Well, I don't know.
I was a voice.
Right?
I did voiceovers for like AAA. I was their voice.
Yeah.
What did you do? Give us a clip.
Like a funny thing?
No.
Like the accent.
For ships, press 1. That stuff.
I was thinking like if you want to be like an Italian, like a little Luigi character.
I cannot be anything you want. Right. I cannot talk this way. Right. I cannot be Southern. I could be anything.
Can you be Armenian?
I could try. I have to spend time.
Yeah, you have to spend time.
Or like an audio book, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I could do an audio book with my book, and when it comes to the people that have accents,
that's right.
Yeah, maybe because some companies that publishers, some publishers don't want the writers to read it audiobook. They want to hire.
They hire
else.
Others. Yeah,
and I don't know why. I don't know why they do that.
I think that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think the first option should be the writer should have an opportunity.
Yes,
and if they turn it down, then yeah.
But personally, I like to have a book in my hand. I live in a condo. There's so many books in that little condo. I can't part with them because I'll read them over and over and over. I have every book that was ever written by any comedian. Anything for comedians, by comedians, about comedians. It's just something I love reading about. And for years, they would say, people go into comedy because they have hurt places and, they're sad or they've had some trauma. And people have interviewed me over the past 30 years and said, was that why I said, oh no, I had a perfectly fine childhood. I had no problems at all.
Those fumes don't affect me.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't see it myself,
Mm-hmm.
But I think a lot of people are that way. They lean on a certain thing to get them through and they don't realize that maybe you need to go under that and fix what's underneath.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
How many years did you do stand-up comedy?
7.
Oh.
It's all right.
That came out of me.
It's all right.
Yeah.
He had a good lunch.
Yeah. I hope that was lunch.
So I find this in a lot of stand-up comedians. The things they talk about during their act.
Yeah.
It relates to so many people. Like I'll experience this.
Mm-hmm.
We relate to it, but our day-to-day, we don't laugh about it. But when it's talked about on stage,
yes,
we connect
yes.
and we're like, it's true. It's funny and we laugh about it.
Yes. And that's the beauty of it because you might be going through life and experiencing these things and it just depresses you or just gets you down. But when a comic gets up there and talks about it, you're like, I'm not alone.
Yeah.
Somebody else is dealing with this
other
too.
People feel the same way, see the things.
Now, I talked primarily about family. My whole bit was,
that's never ending.
It was either my kids or my grandparents or, I have this one story. And all of my stories are true. That's the part that, first of all, okay. I went to visit my great uncle. Yeah. He was 100. And my father was 85. It was just before he passed. My father had strokes and he couldn't talk. And my uncle, he was in good shape. He just couldn't hear. So I'm trying to help them talk to each other. One can't hear, the other can't talk. And so, we're doing fine. When I went to get my father out of the chair, he had some issues with his legs. And I had to put my feet by his shoes and go 1, 2, 3 and pull him up. When I pulled him up, he let gas go so loud, factories were closed. It was so loud. And I dropped him, and my uncle said, somebody get the phone. Now, I mean, come on. You can't write that. I cracked up. So I just couldn't believe it.
The gas was supposed to give you a little boost.
Somebody get the phone. He thought it was the phone ringing. That's how loud it was.
Oh, my God.
So I happened to, I was supposed to be on the radio that morning to promote a show that I was doing at Wise Guys. So on the way there, I was with Bruno, the owner, and I told him that story. He goes, oh, you got to say that on radio. I go, no, I don't think I better say that on the radio. I don't want to offend anybody.
In fact, if you're saying no, then that means yes.
No, I don't want to, so I said no. Soon as he got on the microphone, he goes, Bonnie, tell him what happened when you went to Frankfurt. Oh, God, So I tell this story. After I was supposed to go take my mother and father to the bank. So I go to my mother's house. She won't let me in. I don't like you talk everybody about me on the phone.
Oh.
You tell everybody in the city of Syracuse your father farted. That's no good. I go, Ma, come on, let me in. No, and no more, because every time you come, you tell a story about it. I don't like. So finally she lets me in and I take them to the bank. My mother gets all dialed up so she can sit in the back seat. We go in the bank. She don't come in. She's just in the back seat. We go in the bank and Daddy never goes to the counter. He always goes to sit down with the lady, So we sit down. As we come in, all the ladies in the bank are like, hey, I heard you on the radio this morning. Hi, Mr. Conte, and they're all laughing. And my father's, hey, how you doing? He has no idea what happened.
You just did a Robert De Niro face.
How these people love me, man.
I didn't mean to, but anyway. So that was my father. That was my father invitation. So we sit down, he does whatever he had to do, and we go to leave. And my father is so happy that everyone in the bank recognized him. He gets in the car and he goes, my mother goes, what happened in the bank? Nothing, Mom. Nothing happened in the bank. My father. And this is how he communicated, right? And my mother's like, Frank, what happened in the bank? I go, nothing happened in the bank, Mom. The ladies just were saying hello. And so he kept on. And finally I had to tell her. She goes, oh, Frank, now you can never go in that bank again. They all know you farted and blah, blah, blah. I mean, it was so ridiculous. It went on for like weeks that she was mad at me about that.
Oh, my God. You'd be like, Ma, you're famous now.
I know. I said, Ma, it's natural. Everybody farts. She goes, I don't fart. I know that.
No,
never.
Frank's fart, believe me. Frank's know how to fart.
Oh, well, my father ate hot peppers by the gallon.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah,
he was a machine.
Yeah. It was his job.
Not only he farted, it affected you.
Yeah, really.
Factory's closed, she said.
Yeah, really. Oh, my gosh. So, that's the sort of thing, if you pay attention to your children, if you pay attention to the old people in your family, you will always have something to talk about.
Yeah, for sure.
Always.
That's why one of my favorite comedians is, because I haven't heard you, but I'm sure you'll be hilarious, is George Carlin.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He would just take the reality.
Truth.
And turn it into comedy.
Yeah.
Because we all feel that way. We just don't express it.
Well,
we don't laugh about it.
Presentation and
Well, if you look at my journey, I learned a lot about business because I had to sell in order to support myself. I learned a lot about timing and the audience, how to react, how to control the audience, all of that. I learned timing and how to write and all when I was a comic. I learned that. And then I fell into this. Somebody asked me to come and speak about humor in the workplace. That's how I started my speaking.
Yeah.
And then it just blew up. It took off like crazy. But from each job I had, I learned something that helped me today. And I am a firm believer that we are put on this earth. We all have a mission. And sometimes it takes us a long time to find out what that is. But all along the way, you're learning, you're gaining tools that will help you with your ultimate
Once
mission.
you find that mission.
Yeah, I truly believe that because I see it. I look at my life, especially writing that book, I had to go through my whole life. And I'm like, wow, you were in training the whole time and you didn't even know it. Yeah, so.
With these talks you do at corporations, how often do you get someone to come up to you and be like, hey, thank you, that really helped me?
Every time.
Every time?
Every time. A couple of weeks ago, I was in Cape Coral, Florida, and a woman came up to me and she said, can I hug you? They all hug me. I always end up coming home sick because they all hug me. I'm a nudge. So they all hug me. So she hugged me and she was crying. And she said, my son passed away 6 months ago and I have not laughed since. And I can thank you for helping me to laugh a little bit today.
It's really such
I mean, come on. Come on.
Laughter is really such a healing.
It's totally
human feeling.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. When you're going through something, if you can find something to laugh about or even just smile about, it strengthens you to get through. There's something in our brain, and it helps with our endorphins and all of that stuff. Chemically and medically, laughter is good for you.
Yeah.
It affects 16 major organs in your body in a positive way.
And it's free.
And it's free.
Yeah.
And it's free. Unless you hire me, then you pay the big fee.
So yeah, your comedy's based on family, things like that. But you also, you talked about your kids a little bit. So you're a proud mama.
I am. I have 2 children, John and Aubrey. Aubrey actually owns Witty Wicks in Camillus. It's a candle shop.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something. She started making candles in her basement. And then she would take them to the regional market and she worked her butt off just getting her name out and being kind to people. I think the reason she's so successful is because she's probably one of the kindest people I've ever met.
And when it's genuine, it makes so much more of a difference. Like if you're a used car salesman, like you're going to be nice because you want to sell a car.
Yeah.
But if you're a nice person.
She's just generally. Listen, she donates. Oh my God. She gives so much to the LGBTQ community, to Hope for Heather, which is a cancer research. She helps anybody. I mean, she's just, sometimes I say to her, you got to slow down, Aubrey. You can't say yes to everybody. You got to take care of yourself, But she's just a good person. And then my son, John, plays 11 instruments.
Yeah.
He's got 3 bands.
Wow.
And he also works in a school. And he is, he's given one child each year that is, I don't know what the correct word for it is, but one time it was a blind girl. Another time it was I can't remember, but different, that have some kind of issue.
Yeah.
And my son sits with them in the class and helps them to understand what's going on and walks through the school day. That's what he does all day.
Is he local?
Nice.
No, he's in San Francisco.
Yeah, okay.
But the most compassionate person I ever met.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. He used to drive me nuts because he would catch flies in the house and let them out. I'm like, they sit on poop.
Yeah.
They're filthy, And he'd say, Mom, it's someone's child.
Yeah.
Oh, my God,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so much patience he must have, for sure.
He's got, When I go to visit John, I go to San Francisco. All we do is hike in the woods. He tells me what kind of flower everything is, what kind of tree, why this is good for the environment, blah, 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 It's just amazing. And he used to live in Arizona, and he would tell me everything there is to know about Arizona. He's just an interesting young man.
Well, good kids.
He's
for
50 something. So is Aubrey. But they're not kids anymore. But they're my kids.
I'm 50 something.
Well,
I'm still a child,
so I could be your mama.
That's fine.
Go.
You better behave.
Yeah. That just means I'm going to get an Italian snack. That's all.
Got that right. I got a wooden spoon in my suitcase.
Yeah, they do that, but then they give you like spaghetti.
Hey, you better watch out.
Yeah. My mother used to say, "Are you hungry?" I'd say no. She'd go, "Sit down and make you something."
Yeah.
I'd say no.
Yeah.
Doesn't
matter.
No.
I had I lived in Boston, and I had a lot of Italian friends. You cannot go in an Italian family and say no to food.
That's right.
It's prohibited.
Well, it's rude.
It's rude.
It's just rude.
Yeah.
Yes. I have this friend, and his name is Rosano. I'm not going to say his last name.
Because there's a lot of those, right?
Yeah. So many Rosanos out there.
I'm thinking of a few myself.
Rosano makes homemade wine, and it's his passion.
Oh, nice.
And he would live in the small apartment in Boston, and everywhere you can think of, in shoe cabinets, in coat closets, and cupboards, there's a bottle of wine.
Yeah, of course.
I never left his house without at least one bottle of wine.
Nice. What is his address?
Yeah.
He's not there anymore.
No, okay.
But I worked in a town, it's Little Italy, North End in Boston.
Oh, okay.
That's where Paul Revere's house. I actually worked right next door to Paul Revere's house.
Oh, cool.
And it's like a little Italy. I came out of the subway. I ran into Rosanna's sister who was getting married. And I just started talking to her. I was like, hey, you're excited. You're getting ready for your wedding. And we're just talking. On the way out of the subway, I'm walking to work. By the time I got to work, Rosanna was like, you talking to my sister? I'm like, how did you know? Somebody saw it.
Come on.
Right away. Rosanna, who is this guy talking to your sister?
Passing notes through pizzas and stuff.
Yeah, that's great.
It's like Little Italy. I mean, people playing backgammon on the sidewalk with wife beaters on. The balconies are, you know. It's I miss Boston.
Yeah. Well, I have spent some time in southern Italy with my family there. And I'm telling you, they know what happiness is. They know what real joy is. They know what is important in life. And they live a much quieter and
slower paced
life. They take the whole month of August off every year to sit at the beach. I said, what are we going to do for the month? We're going to talk.
Yeah.
Maybe we have something to eat.
Yeah.
It's all right.
And a longer life.
Relax.
Yeah. Well, they might live longer. There's a lot less stress.
No stress. No stress.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
No stress.
And organic food. Like, everything's fresh.
Everything is in the garden.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like grappa. You're familiar with grappa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. If I didn't have my children here in America, I would move to Italy and live with my family there because they're just so happy all the time. I
know someone here who bought a house in Italy as a vacation home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to
close
do
to
that.
the water, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
Everybody should, if you can, experience Europe.
Oh yeah,
go Italy,
absolutely.
Greece, whatever. Just experience, travel, see the world.
I was telling you, my father-in-law, right from Italy, and he had a little house in the mountains, a thatch roof, built into like a little stream. Like the water in their house was a running stream.
Yeah.
And like all these kids, but it was like it was a house smaller than this room right here.
Yeah.
But that's just what they did. It was one little bedroom there, and everybody else just shared a big ass fireplace.
Yeah. I was in the car. Of course, the cars are like little clown cars. They're just real tiny. And it was two of my cousins in the front seat, husband and wife, and 3 children in the back seat, and then a cooler full of all kinds of stuff to eat and drink, and the umbrella, and all the stuff that you have to take to the beach. We were going to the beach. It was August. It was very hot, and they don't have air conditioning, and the roads are really small. So this car in front of us stops, turns their car off, and goes into the building and waves at us. I said, Salvatore, what the heck is he doing? Doesn't he see us sitting here? He goes, it's all right, relax. He's going to see his mother. He will come out. We just wait. Can you imagine here in the United States?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking these kids are going to explode in about 5 minutes. They're going to start screaming.
Yeah.
You know what they started doing? Singing. They were singing. The kids were all singing together. And
by the way, that happens in Boston. It's called double
good.
parking.
Oh, double parking. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we'll stop next to on the
Just
road,
park.
and they're gonna run in there, grab a cup of coffee, come back.
Yeah, yeah.
So if it's a 2-lane, you're just gonna have to wait and pass.
Yeah. Well, that's not what I'm used to here, of course.
Yeah.
But I couldn't believe that guy did that. And then my cousin finally went, Yvonne, relax, bella vista. And he points to this beautiful view of olive trees.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I sat there and for a minute, I inhaled, I exhaled, I looked at this beautiful view, which I would have missed had we not had to stop. And in a few minutes, the guy comes out, he gets in his car, off we go.
Right.
It's just like, and then another thing, they have running water in the house, but it's not drinking water.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So every morning, the kids in the family, there's 3 of them, take empty soda bottles, climb up the mountain to get water in the mountain before they even have breakfast. Can you imagine telling your kid, all right, Jack, you got to go climb that mountain, get some water. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Can I bring my iPad with me?
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. When I was a kid, my grandparents had a house in this village. It's in the valley of 2 mountains. And same, when we would go there in the summertime, you had to go get fresh water to drink.
Yep.
The water that was coming in was not
drinkable.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, first of all, we wouldn't put up with that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're instant gratification.
We got to have everything.
Yeah.
We're so spoiled.
Or we'd be like, I don't have time for that.
Yeah. But we are a spoiled community.
Mm-hmm.
We really are.
Well, American
we have
culture
everything.
for sure. Yeah. Everything's in a rush.
The convenience.
Yeah.
That's why our country is so fat. Everybody's just stressed. They
Well,
want to eat. It's all bad
now
food.
they're all on pills and they're going to lose their weight. I don't know how healthy that is.
Yeah.
But
well, and that's it. Like we don't get to. People don't want to take the time to
exactly.
I mean, there's people that they want their garden and things like this, but there's so many of us that the majority of people just want instant stuff. You go buy it, and you may say organic is probably not, but you want, like in New York City, they buy food every day and they eat it. Yeah, at night because their refrigerators are tiny. But here
that's right. And my cousin's refrigerator is like what we have, for our drinks.
Yeah, that's what our beer. Yeah, your cousin's refrigerator is our beer fridge.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And I was like, how does she feed a family of 5 with this little refrigerator? But you're right. They go to the grocery store.
But they don't have time to play the other fuck around games like computer stuff and their priorities are
and you know what?
The basics.
What I really loved when I went there and saw how they were. This family of 5 are constantly touching one another.
Right.
Constantly petting, on their children and all. It's just such a love. It's such a wonderful thing to see.
And the touch projects feelings.
Yes, it's important.
Yeah.
It's important. I tell my grandsons, I say to my grandchildren, you have to hug me. I live alone. If you don't hug me, I'll die early. It's true.
Except when you do your talks. And you're sick, don't hug her.
Yeah. That's called Italian guilt. And my grandson Jack, it's Italian guilt. And I go, no, I need to be hugged. Yeah. And I make him hug me.
Yeah.
Well, you said there's endorphins. There's all kinds. I mean, it is a feeling, but there's a chemical reaction.
It's dopamine. Part of
dopamine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had lots of comedians on, and
you have. That's wonderful.
Maybe not lots, right? But we've a local guy with some other people. They travel.
Oh yeah,
I know most of the local guys.
This was Dan Frigolette.
Dan Frigolette.
Yeah, I've known him.
Yeah. I think he's from Bonesville.
He's not like one of my best friends, but I know. Yeah. You know what the thing about the comedians in Syracuse, the comedians that I used to work with back 30 years ago. Mm-hmm. Okay, we meet every year. Because a lot of them are now out in Los Angeles, but they come back for the holidays, for Christmas with their families. And we get together and we have breakfast together the day after Christmas every year. And they never forget to invite me.
That's fantastic.
You know what would be amazing?
That's great.
Maybe we can host this somehow.
Oh, have them all here.
Your generation comedians.
Yeah.
And the new generation comedians get together.
That's a cool idea.
That are from here.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
That's a very cool idea.
Share some stories.
Share some stories.
Yeah.
Well, we could do something like that, but just call it a comedian convention or something.
You know what the hardest part of that is? You get 10 comedians in a room. They all talk at once. They all I want to tell my joke first, you know?
But that would be perfect. We just have like one camera and just record it all.
It's not even about everybody doing a skit. It's more like, hey, let's just get together.
Everybody together.
Socialize. And if someone wants to get on stage,
yeah,
we know someone here.
Mm-hmm.
They got a comedy club here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good.
Maybe we'll use that as a venue. And then if somebody wants to jump on the stage, and that's when everybody shuts up.
Or everybody gets 5 minutes.
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm having a book launch party in Rochester at the Comedy at the Carlton, which is their comedy club there. And they're a bunch of my comedy friends from years ago are coming. They're going to roast me. So I cannot wait to hear what that's going to be.
Okay, when is this?
It's June 5th.
June 5th
in Rochester. At Comedy at the Carlton.
Okay.
It's the comedy club in Rochester. And it's a book launch party. So we're going to have have a party. I'm going to talk about the book.
Is this on schedule? Is this being publicized? Like, how can people find this out?
Okay.
Is there tickets?
It's free.
Free?
It's free.
People can just come and
People
watch.
can just come. If they're in the Rochester area or if they want to travel to Rochester, I'd love to have anybody come. Mm-hmm. Basically, what's going to happen is, you go to the bar, you get a drink. If you want to order food, you can order food. We're going to mingle. We're going to laugh. I'm going to do a 20-minute talk about the book, which starts funny and has some funny in it. And then the guys are going to roast me, and then we'll do a book signing. So,
I love it.
That's great.
Fun.
Great.
And you got other things coming up as well?
I do. Okay. So June 2nd, I'll be on TV in Rochester. It's called Wham TV, Channel 13, the morning show. And then the 5th will be the Comedy Club. June 27th, I'll be in Edmiston, New York, at the Edmiston Library. July 11th, I'll be here in Liverpool at the Liverpool Lit Lounge. I'm not sure. It's like a bookstore. It's a new bookstore. Mm-hmm. And I'll be there. And then, let's see, July 23rd, I'm going to be right here in Baldwinsville at the library. Nice. I'm going to do a 30-minute speech that's funny about the book, and then a Q&A, and then a book sale. So, I got a lot going on right now.
Excellent.
Yeah, and that's only not even through the end of June yet.
Yeah. All these dates will be in the description.
We'll take a picture of this, and we can kind of tag people too.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
And
excellent.
I just heard after my bathroom break.
Well, I'm glad you went to the bathroom for that break. Yeah, that's good. Thank you for that. You smell like a chocolate bar, like this friend.
You didn't give me a bathroom break. I'm 74 years old. I have to go all the time.
Why didn't you tell me?
What's the matter for you?
It would be funny. Like, it's too late.
Yeah. What's done is done. Let's move on.
Smart ass.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
See, you never know here.
No. I'll tell you one thing. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I've been on some podcasts that I have to keep them going because they don't ask any questions. Nothing. Yeah. I'm like, what the heck?
No, we're really good idiots.
You're good. You're good. Yeah.
We like to have people have fun, for sure. You have a podcast, I've learned.
Yeah, I did too just a few minutes ago.
Can I share that really quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
What's his name?
It's called John Gabriel. He's in Atlanta.
So I hear that Yvonne has a podcast and they've been recording.
Well, Roman, you were going to poop. We were going to poop.
No, I wasn't. And I said, well, what's the name of the podcast? She goes, I have to find out.
I had to call my co-host.
Got on the phone. She goes, Johnny, what's our podcast?
What's the name of our podcast? It's called The Functional Workplace. It's funny because we're funny. We're two funny people. John Gabriel is a dear friend of mine who I worked with at Tel Plus Communications back in the 80s. That's how long we've known each other. And he moved to Atlanta for a job, and he's been in the industry for years and years and years. And we just started talking one day, and I said, people just need to relax. They need to understand how to create a corporation where people want to come to work. And he goes, yeah, that's a big thing, So we just started talking about it, and, we decided the types of people that we want on our podcast and what we want them to talk about, and learn from them, and them learn from us. And so far, we've recorded 5 people, and they're all every one of them was good.
We've had guests all.
We did. Okay. We had guests in all 4. We did 5 podcasts. We have not aired them yet because we want to get the website up and get it running. And
you're doing it the right way.
Yeah, and make sure we know what we're doing before.
No, that's good.
But we talk
once
every day.
Once it's up, once your first one's out, let us know.
I will. Thank you.
Well, she'll have to call John first to see.
I'll have to find. Yeah, I'll have to call John. Ask him who did we have on? I don't remember.
But sometime maybe in July, you suspect.
Yeah.
No,
okay.
When did you start?
Weeks. Well, we started researching about this maybe 5 months ago. And I kept going, and I was so busy with the book, and I'd have to say, John, okay, we've been talking about it for months. How about we each write the name of 5 people we'd like to have on? I mean, that's how we had to do it, and what they do for a living and why we want them on. So I'd give them assignments to get it done, otherwise we'd still be talking about it. So, then I said, how about we record 5? Let's see if we could record 5. So that's what
what's I think 7 is the number?
They say most podcasts they drop out by like 7-10 episodes.
Really?
By the 7th episode. But when did you guys start? When did you record your first one? Like 3 months ago or like 3 weeks ago?
Oh gosh, maybe 2 months ago we started, and we did, a couple of them a week, and then I said we can't, we can keep doing this, but it's better to get the website up and get a place for us to show it,
right?
Yeah. So then we started working on that, and then the book. I had to go to Florida for a week and work, and
So you can host, you can put all your podcasts on a website.
Yeah.
Right. But you should also have a hosting platform.
Yeah.
You don't have to have both, but you should have the hosting platform.
Yeah. I mean, the hosting platform is nice.
Because that goes everywhere.
You upload to one place and then they push it through all these different channels.
Well, I know that we have a YouTube channel that we're putting it on.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah.
But I said to him, let's look into what it costs to actually be, I have that little microphone on my computer and you press it and you see all these podcasts. I don't know what the heck I'm doing.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you
that would be like a Buzzsprout or something pushes that out, right? Like Apple Podcasts, all those things.
Like Apple or something.
You get a hosting platform. It's $15 a month, maybe.
Really? That's it?
They're all different. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We'll look into that for sure.
Yeah. But then you upload it to that and it sends it to
everywhere.
30 or 50, whatever you pick.
And it goes around the world.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I need to go around the world.
Yeah,
you should go around the world.
Are missing out.
That's right.
You physically can't, your voice will.
In fact, you have to. I think you bring something people need.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yvonne, is there anything else we need to highlight from the book? We don't want to.
Where can people get it?
Oh, okay. It's available anywhere books are sold. So, Amazon. It's available.
That's
Barnes and Noble. All the platforms that sell books, if they don't have it, and any bookstore, if it's not in the bookstore, they can order it, which that's the beauty of working with a good publisher, So
I'm looking forward to reading this book, and we will include links for people to click to go and buy the book. We'll include information on the dates.
Yeah,
I'll
send you the dates. Yeah, so you can. But honestly, if it's a person that's local, I would love to see you. I would love to shake your hand. I would like to see what you think of the book afterwards. I want to know these things. So I'd prefer them to come to one of my events so I could know who they are.
Yeah. You can hear the feedback. Yeah.
I love meeting
I'm going to check those dates with my calendar.
Okay.
And hopefully I could at least attend to some of them.
That'd be great. That'd be great.
I don't think she wants to see it probably more than once, but.
Fuck you, Frank.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
But you know what?
We'll see what's happening June 23rd because that's
feel like
all right.
That's here in Bevo.
I have a new friend now. Like I want to hang out. I want to see like.
But again, she may not want to hang out with you.
That's not what she said.
Listen, are you both married? Because I might want to introduce you to my daughter.
No, we're both married.
Oh, that's
not to each other, though.
No, okay. I thought
not yet.
The way you are to each other, I was kind of thinking maybe.
Most people get confused with that.
It's early in the year. We got time.
No.
But yeah, we'll see what's happening. We'll post all these links and
wonderful.
Same for this. And
thank you.
Thank you.
I've had a blast.
Well, I'm glad you're local.
I can't wait to tell others about it.
I hope you come back.
This is great.
Or maybe we hope we see you there too.
Yeah, I'm planning on going.
Come to June 13th event for sure.
I'm planning on it. That'll be great.
Well, on that note, please visit your either local store or go online to buy Yvonne's book.
Sorry, do you have your own website?
I do.
Okay.
It's Yvonne, YVONNE -CONTE YvonneConte.com.
Okay.
YvonneConte.com.
That will also be in the description. You can go there and buy it from there, correct?
Yes, you can.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Please do that. Support us. And I'm sure it's a good read. I'm looking forward to it.
Same.
I feel bad a little bit. I didn't read it before the show.
Plus, it's not a fat book. Like these ones that you got to spend a lot of time. Because I fall asleep when I read anybody's book.
Let me tell you something. You won't fall asleep.
Yeah.
You won't fall asleep.
Is there a lot of up and down emotions there?
In the book?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. When you first start reading that book, the first chapter is about my mother and what she went through as a child and things I didn't know about.
So the spoilers in the front?
No.
Okay.
No. What she went through as a child. Mm-hmm. My mother was a singer. She was a beautiful vocalist, and she sang for the Harry James Orchestra, which you probably don't know who that is, but he was famous back in the 40s. Mm-hmm. And there was a heartbreak that happened there that I never knew about, Yeah. And so, anyway.
Some books send me through this emotional roller coaster. One book I read was, and this was a while back, but I still remember till this day. I feel like there were some life lessons from there. It was 3 Weeks with My Brother by Nicholas Sparks.
Oh, yes.
Have you read that one?
I have not read it, but I want to.
Yeah. Send me through emotions.
Yeah.
It was like back in time, present, back in time, present.
Oh.
It was.
Mine isn't. Mine's from number 1 to number 2.
But it was their childhood to present time of him and his brothers spending 3 weeks traveling around the world.
Oh.
But great book.
Yeah.
Great book.
Yeah.
Well written.
Very good.
But some books do that. Right?
Yes.
Like they'll send you through these emotions.
Yeah,
so I'm looking forward to that.
Well, most people have told me I could not put it down. I read it in 2 days.
Oh, nice.
And they'll say, I cried, I laughed. Yeah. It's just,
I like that.
Good.
So here's the thing. If you're writing, if you're speaking, if you're doing stand-up, if you're singing, if you can make a person feel something, you'll be successful.
Mm-hmm. You're successful. That's great.
I feel pretty blessed.
That's great.
Thanks, guys.
Perfectly said towards the end. Well, Yvonne, thank you so much.
Oh, no, thank you.
This was a pleasure.
Yeah,
I said, I feel like I have a new friend, and we're going to see you around.
Absolutely.
Hopefully going to come and see some of your events.
Wonderful.
And we encourage others to definitely do that as well.
Mm-hmm.
We want to say thank you to all of our listeners for following us. If you please could go to BrewsNBanterStore.com. All the merchandise you buy from us is going back to this show.
Wonderful.
And it brings people like Yvonne back and allows us to also go to those who can't come to the studio. We go and record remotely. So that's how much effort we put and how much money we put back into the podcast. We want to say thank you to all of our listeners, followers on social media, podcasts. We want to say thank you to Hopped Up Network for hosting our podcast, sponsors, Apex Property Management, FM Realty Group, and Eastwood Brewing Company for sponsoring this episode.
And also Drink New York Craft.
Drink New York Craft.
And there's a discount code, drinknewyorkcraft.com, and it's Brews the ampersand banter.
Yeah. You'll get a 10% off your purchase if you use the discount code. And an announcement during the
That's good. So Yvonne is having some authentic moonshine.
Yes.
Yeah.
And an announcement, if you haven't had a chance yet, you can find our beer that we are collaborating with Underground Beer Lab, UBL Brewing Company. And we have 2 beers, Hefeweizen and Session IPA. So step out their brewery and try out our beer. We really appreciate that.
Yes, you should do that, but we should make sure that it's going to be there first, because it may not.
After June 13th.
That's right.
Unless we run out at our event.
So June 13th at our event or after. Right.
That's correct. Yeah.
And the name of the book is Beneath Her Smile. I don't even know if we said that.
Yeah.
If we did.
No,
here,
good.
Yeah.
And this will also be posted. You'll see it on the podcast.
Wonderful. Thanks,
Yvonne,
guys.
Thank you very much.
I had a blast.
Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
This episode is supported by Ring, because at the end of the day, your home is your sanctuary. And with Ring, it's protected. Whether you're across the house or across the country, keeping an eye on things shouldn't be a mystery. With the battery doorbell, you can keep track of your packages and see more of what's happening at your front door in real time. If you want to make sure your yard is safe at night, the Outdoor Cam Plus delivers a wide field of view and enhanced video clarity with Retinal 2K video. And for the ultimate in detail, you can upgrade to 4K cameras and doorbells featuring Retinal Vision. It gives you ultra-clear footage that actually lets you zoom in without losing those important details. The Ring system is helpful every single day. Like a lot of us, most of our shopping is done online. There's a certain peace of mind that comes with knowing exactly when a package arrives while you're busy at work or running errands. It's not just about the technology. It's about the relief of knowing your home is secure. It's incredibly easy to set up, and it gives you that extra layer of protection for what matters most. Your door, your yard, your home, your peace of mind. With Ring, it's protected. Shop cameras, doorbells, and more right now at Ring.com.